What up, y'all? It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Just coming at you with another quick video here. You know, it's a beautiful Wednesday night, Columbus, Ohio. I'm out here chilling, smoking a cigar like I always do. You know, just shit on my mind, man. Think about jealousy. You know, how many times somebody been around you that should be happy for you, support you, um, respect what you did, but or what you worked on, or where you at, or when you achieve a goal in your life. But the haters, man, they jealous. They turn their nose up. You know, shit like that. It's plenty. You know, it's plenty of that happening out here, and a lot of the time, it's people that's close to you, man. Your friends, your family. You know, someone you would invite to a barbecue, or if you was having a kid, you know, your baby shower or your wedding. Um, them is the ones you got to watch out for the most, man. It's a lot of secret hate, man. And you got to pick up on the cues. You know. Um, I can't begin to tell you, you know, how many people. Like the first time I lost a bunch of friends was when I bought a house. When I tell you, man, your friends start dropping like rocks. You know, now the way they play you is, you know, they're happy for you through the process. You know, you might, talk to your friends and family once or twice about it. They're happy for you through the process, right? And then, you move into your house, you have a get together or something like that, and they come just because they want to see how you living and be nosy. You know what I'm saying? But then after that, they either disappear or they start throwing shade your way. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the first thing they want to know? You know, when you, and everything don't have to be like, like material possessions, but what's the first thing that happens when you buy a new car or you get a house? And you talking to your friends or family or somebody about it. What's the first thing they want to know? They want to know how much you paid for it. Why does that matter? You know, home ownership is a goal in a lot of people's lives. A car, I used to sell cars. A car is the second largest purchase that most people make. That's a goal. That's an achievement. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's usually house and car are the top two purchases that somebody makes in their lifetime. But not everybody can afford to run out and buy a house. Not everybody can afford to go buy a car. Um, you know what I'm saying? Especially a new car. Or a car, that's just, expensive or what have you. Um, so that's something that a lot of people have to work for. It's an achievement, and you ain't got to run out and be bragging on it and throwing it in everybody's face. I mean, that's asking for the hate and the jealousy. Um, but when it just comes your way, when you ain't advertising, when somebody finds out, you got a new job, first thing want to know is how much you make, because they want to make a comparison. You know what I'm saying? They want to put a dollar value on what you got going on. I mean, if you go buy a house and you pay $50,000 for that bitch, somebody might be jealous that you only paid 50 G's for your house, but they're gonna try to stack you up against what they think they can afford or where they can get to in life. You know what I'm saying? Um, Lord forbid you tell somebody, that, let's just say you somebody that got the money to buy a $500,000 home. People act like you whipped that money out of your pocket right then and there, you know what I'm saying, and said, look, I want to stun on these fools, so I'm just gonna go buy, whatever, and then I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna flash it. I'm gonna throw it in everybody's face. When the truth of the matter is, how I mean, you could be somebody that you just got a big ass family and y'all need a big ass house, or you don't want to live in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And the way the property values and shit is going. I mean, I ain't saying it got to be literally be a $500,000, but I'm just saying, man, you ain't gonna go live in Dublin or Delaware or some nice suburban area, for like $50,000 crib. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the reality of things. But if you have worked and got yourself to the position to where you can make that sort of purchase and make that sort of advancement in your life, um, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a jealousy thing. Someone should be happy for you, especially those that are close to you. Your friends, your family, they should be happy for you. because you've maybe you've taken yourself out of a situation where you no longer have to rent. You've been living, rent from crappy landlords, or you've been overpaying for a rental. You bought you a house that is cheaper than you've been paying in rent. It's an advancement in life. It's an achievement. You know, um, Back in the old days, wasn't that an American dream? Start a family, get a house. But people who cannot achieve what you achieved, um, they're not going to be happy for you. Somebody that feels that anybody that feels that some sort of achievement in your life is something that offends them or they're not happy about, it's because they feel like you're a threat. It could be that you're a threat to them and their work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I can't begin to tell you. Um, okay, I'll throw an example at y'all. Um, I ain't gonna say no names, but I had or have had somebody who was a friend of mine that was close, talk all the time, hang out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Get advice. I'm down. I'm there for you. Blah blah blah. The whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then I mean it could be something small, man. Like I go buy a pair of shoes. Oh, how much you pay for those? And then start acting funny. Like, yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see you. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You got bread. Or, go out and get a car. You know what I'm saying? And until, my last car, I never purchased a car that was more than $10,000. You know? And a lot of the time I was going and I was buying cars that I could pay cash for, $2,000, $2,500. I mean, anybody that's working, um, I mean, that's like an entry level car. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to have a car, that's roundabout the type of money, but I go buy a car and all of a sudden I'm balling or I got it. Them is the type of comments and the type of shit that you got to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Or when you talking to one of your friends and, you know, they're constantly like, say they going through tough times. They down on their luck. Um, they're trying to get to a goal that you're already at or, something that you've achieved in life. And they just keep, well, I see you got this or such and such got that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like y'all. Blah blah blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff you got to watch out for. That's the jealousy that's out there, and you shouldn't have to experience that from people that you're close to, man. It's one of my pet peeves, man. So if you somebody that has worked your way to a new position at work, and you know you're telling somebody about it, and they really don't got nothing but something negative to say, or they ha ha ha, but they want to slip in a negative comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, whose ass did you kiss to get there? Or, whatever little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be a congratulations, I'm proud of you, I'm happy for you type deal. If they slip in any sort of hate or any sort of, like jealous type comment, take note of that. You need to reconsider who's in your lives, because if somebody gets mad at you for small things like that, you know, how can you trust these people? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to have somebody close to you that's jealous of you? Because if you in a situation where it all hits the fan, is that jealous person gonna have your back? Probably not. And more likely than not, they are not. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't sound good. But anyway, most likely they're not. So do you really, do you want to be out here um, and find yourself in a situation with somebody that's gonna have your back, or somebody that you question whether or not they're gonna have your back? Because 9 times out of 10, if you got a question if somebody got your back or if somebody has your best interests, um, in mind, then that person probably doesn't. They're probably not. Um, do you want somebody that's low key jealous about you um, around your kids, for example? You know, Me personally, I do not. So that was all, man. I was just sitting around here, and I was thinking about the jealousy and the hate, and people need to realize, that it's not all about material possessions and who has this and who has that. If you have a problem with what somebody has, then you need to improve your situation. You know, um, that's on you. That's not that person's fault that got that achievement or that worked hard to get what they were, what they needed or to improve their situation. Life is about starting somewhere and making improvements. And if you're jealous of somebody for improving or bettering themselves, you know, um, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror and make some changes. So that's all, man. Just a quick little, thought that was going through my mind. I'll probably elaborate on that more in another video. Um, but hit me up on Instagram, Twitter at whatever man, WHATEVA_man. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. Dislike if you don't like my video. Leave me a comment here. Leave me a comment on Instagram. However you want to hit me up. I'm gone.